I mean, I knew I was going to win. I got to put the kids in their place. I got to show them who's the alpha. I'm Punk, and I play for FlyQuest, and these are the matches that made me.
Philly Zone Grand Finals.
So who are you going with?
Right now, right here, man. This is tough to call, man.
Like, this is the first time I ever heard of Mena. We actually played the day before the grand finals. We played a money match. I didn't know who he was, but he was beating everyone in the room. He was taking people money. I didn't even know he was like from DR or anything. I just thought he was a guy that would probably lived in Philadelphia. I didn't. When we played the money match, I destroyed him. Like, it was bad. From my memory, I remember I beat him really, really bad in the money match. I didn't think he was gonna beat any challenge in the tournament. I didn't even think he would make it that far because I played him and I just thought he was just like a bot, you know. But little did I know that was not really the case.
Oh no, he messed up the buffer.
That was a good
Drop back face punch. Nice. The
that
OS
was ridiculous.
The OS is real. I love doing that. I love to see that.
The Karen versus Birdie matchup was pretty bad for Karen, but back then when I started playing, like, I never really thought the Birdie matchup was bad. Every time people would always tell me that it wasn't very good, but I just never really understood. I guess I was too ignorant to see it, but the matchup definitely, like, throughout all of Street Fighter V has been pretty bad for Karen.
Dead.
Oh,
he's still alive. Round out? Oh no, Punk didn't believe. He just betted it. Damn.
This is my first time being in this situation. When he reset the bracket, I don't really know what to think. Like, you know, I just want to try to stay calm because I really wanted to win. It's the first time in the grand finals of a tournament, a major. I think Sean comes on stage and he gives me like some advice. He had a lot of knowledge, so he came in and started like giving me some coaching and helping me. And when he reset, that's all, I guess. Like, Sean just kind of helped me a bit. It's hard for me to remember in that moment the things I was thinking. So many years has passed by since then. I don't even remember the win, honestly. It's been so long for this match, I don't even remember the win anymore. I know, like, I definitely was popped off. I was like, very happy after I won the first tournament ever. Like, being able to win that amount of money, I think maybe around like $2,000–3,000 bucks. I was happy. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah, I was happy. After that, I think this just became like a rivalry for Mena. At least from knowing him now, like, I think Mena is like a Michael Jordan type of person where it makes him a better player if he puts this in his head that like this person is like my rival or they like taking something from me or something like that. Like, he puts those things in his head, and I think that like really makes him like a better player when he actually has like that extra chip on his shoulder. So I think he just wanted to beat me all the time because when he got sponsored, his manager used to always just pay me for money matches for Mena to just keep playing me over and over. Our relationship isn't like bad, but you know, it's definitely a very competitive one because we're both like two of the best players to play Street Fighter now. Like, it's a very competitive friendship, I would say. I picked this match specifically because it's my first tournament I won, and I feel like it was a good celebration with quite a few of my friends that helped me throughout the years, and from playing Street Fighter 4 to now, that, you know, they were all there on stage after I won. And I just feel like all of that is just like it was just a great moment, be able to win and have so many of my friends that I've been playing with for years. And it was like the first time I actually met a lot of them in person too. So I think it was just a very big and memorable moment for me.
Is he? Okay, there it is. He popped off. He popped off. Shine and Biggie, they bum rushed him. Hugs all over the place. Smug in front of the face. Dove City. Yo, what's good?
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time. You want a season 2? Let these people know this is grand finals. I don't need this pin. Let's go.
E-League was probably the biggest thing we've ever had in fighting games. First time, like, it was on a really big television station. It was on TBS, I believe. Every week or whenever we played our matches, like, that would be televised on TV, you know? So it's still the biggest thing that's ever happened for fighting games now. Playing in the E-League format, honestly, is very good. As players, we've always wanted our first 3 for us in Street Fighter because the past 2 games, 5 and 6 now, matches go by so fast and sometimes we don't feel like we get the chance to actually show our ability to adapt sometimes because of how volatile and crazy the game can get sometimes. So having that first to 3 finally was like a very big thing. Like everyone wanted to play first to 3 and be able to show that, like, you know, they not just some player who can win in a first to 2. A lot of players say they lose to first to 2 gimmicks a lot, so you can't really use that little saying in the first to 3. For us, I think it was very good outside of the grand finals because it was a very weird rule. I think since Phenom was in winners, he started with a either 1 or 2 game lead, something like that. I don't exactly remember, but I know he had like a game or something lead, but there was no reset. Phenom just still has to win a first to 3. Nothing changes for him, but for me, I just gotta win a first to 4 now. I don't have to win 6 games. I don't have to reset the bracket. I just gotta win 4 games before he get 3. Coming from a loser's bracket and having to reset and then win another 3 games, so you gotta win 6 total games, is way harder, I think, to do that than just win 4 and it's over.
And another game on the board for Punk.
He is 1 game away from being E-League champion.
And you see Phenom reel back in the seat a little bit.
He definitely was upset at that time. No one who would be in winners would like the rule set, so yeah, I understand completely. The very first time I met Phenom was that year in 2017. The moment we met, we somehow became friends instantly. I think it's probably because we had a history of playing each other online in Street Fighter 4 back in the day that we both remember. Even though he lived in Norway and I lived in America, we would play ranked matches to each other and I would send Phenom messages. I would send him hate mail sometimes. You do anything for the points back then.
Oh my God! Drop strong, activation, and he dropped the DP.
He missed the combo.
And that could be the tournament point. Punk goes on your invitational champion.
This is on my list of matches I made because it was the first time we've ever had something like that. It's the first time I won and it felt like you won something, you know? Confetti is coming down and like the crowd, everyone's just mad hyped, the building is packed. You just feel like a superstar in that moment. And the trophy, I think that's still like the best trophy ever. It's just so big, like it feel like a real trophy, like you really won something crazy. And on top of it, you realize you just won a lot of money. Like I'm 18, I think at that time, maybe 19. And being able to win $150,000, just fighting games didn't really have tournaments back then with that much money. And it was also like a grind, like we grinded for months and months to get the win or like make it that far into the tournament. So as a kid that young, you don't think you're gonna make something like that. So I feel like it was just a whole lot of stuff that just built up at E-League, and you just finally being able to win after so many months of playing, it just felt really good.
And that is a culmination.
Look at Phenom.
That is heartbreaking.
Oh, man.
These guys are all ready to go. It is going to be Punk going up against Tokido here in Grand Finals, the last game of EVO 2017 weekend. Let's go!
Going into EVO, I didn't really feel nervous or anything. I didn't have big expectations to win since it was my first time going to EVO. I just always wanted to experience. So for me, it just felt really cool finally being at EVO. Seeing everyone was crazy. Like there's a lot of Japanese players. That's like the first time you see them in a year because they don't really travel, but they'll come to EVO every year. So you see all the guys I've been watching since I was a kid. You see all the European players I've been watching when I was a kid. It's just so many stars in one room, right? It's a crazy thing just being able to go to EVO for the first time and actually finally experience it. I think that might have been the first EVO they also played in the arena. Be able to even experience the stadium too was honestly insane. Year 1 of Street Fighter V, honestly, I just felt invincible for a while. When I started playing again, I don't know, it just connected instantly for some reason. Once I started going to tournaments, I knew I could beat pretty much everyone. Yeah, no one beat me a game. I won every game 2-0. I think going into the grand finals, I was undefeated.
Wow. But Punk told me they played a first to 10 and Tokido beat him 10-0.
Me and Tokido, we played to get top 8, to get into top 8 on Saturday. We already had played in a tournament, which that set was very close, like last round, I believe. The Red Bull tournament, he beat me with Ryu. In America, At that time, I knew I could pretty much beat everyone. When I fought Tokido the first time, I didn't really know what to expect. Even having a close set built confidence for me. But then Evo, we trained for Justin Wonghouse, and he just kind of watched us the whole week. Didn't give us no slack. He just went full tryhard mode. Every set he played against us, and he just spanked us. It was bad. He was just on a different level with Akuma at that time. In America, we thought the character was very bad. He was doing very bad with Akuma up until that point because he was still pretty new. Maybe it was like second or third month Akuma. Tokido just came up that year at Evo, and he had a different plan with Akuma. He knew Tokido just had so much tech, and he was beating us so bad that, like, I thought when we played, like, I was like, why is he in my path to get into top 8? Like, there's no way this is like a real thing. This is the only player right now that I know I probably won't win against, but I knew I had to try. You know, I have to try to beat him.
There's so much offense from Tokido.
Oh, he got under. That's it. He should be able to confirm into the critical art. And there it is. Punk is going to take it over Tokido.
I ended up beating him 2-0, which was surprising to me. Like, after the set, you'll see, like, I looked kind of shocked that I won. Pretty big confidence booster that I felt like after that I should win the tournament, you know, unless somehow he makes it back, which he does end up making it all the way back.
He has the opportunity to go either direction. He said, oh, going to be a stunt.
Very close. He hit a button. He's so genius. The taunt. He did a taunt combo to Punk in grand finals of Evo.
When Tokido did the taunt combo, I think I laughed or smirked because, like, to me it was funny. I didn't even know Akuma hit you with the taunt. Things like that doesn't really bother me. If someone want to taunt, teabag, whatever, like, it doesn't really matter, especially like when you do it off a stun. To me, if you like stun someone and you decide you want to start teabagging or taunting or doing all this, the cocky things, it's not really cocky. It shows like a sign of weakness. Like, you're scared to do that at any point that is not safe in a match. This, I don't really think it applies to Tokido because he just wanted to do a combo. I know he's a big crowd-pleasing type of player. He just wanted to make the crowd hype and get the crowd on his side. Before that, the crowd, they were just all cheering for me. But after that moment, they started to love Tokido a bit more. So that was the real big turning point for Tokido.
Tokido has MV trigger. Oh, here he comes. What's the mix-up? What a throw tech. Only 16 seconds, but he walks into the fireball. We have a reset here in Grand Finals, Tokido.
When he reset the bracket, the only thing I'm thinking is, like, I'm done. Like, I accepted that I'm probably not going to win. He's just been so dominant versus us the whole week playing him. And I just kind of still had no answer for the matchup, and I just felt like it was probably going to be over. But of course, like, I still had confidence that I could still win, but I just thought it was not my time. It was Tokido's time.
He jumped onto it.
Oh,
He baited the throw.
That's it. That's it. Tokido is the Evolution 2017 champion, coming all the way from losers bracket. He's done it. He has won Evolution finally. He's been chasing it for so long.
Losing there is probably way better than winning ever could have been, I think, for me. So I got so close to winning my first year of playing, I never really even thought I would be able to go to. So being able to actually go there and then get so close just made me so much more hungry to come back the next year and try to win. Everyone knows why I picked this match. It's the greatest moment of my career still. Like, even being able to lose, I think this is the greatest match I've ever played in still in my career. Every year I would lose, you'd be able to remember that I got so close. So I know that there is a chance that I can win it. You know, I just have to get back to that spot again. For me, it was just a big learning thing, I think. Of course, it had to be on the matches that made me.
I mean, look, if everybody probably felt the same way, if there was going to be a Japanese player who was going to stop that run, they would have wanted it to be Tokido.
What a fantastic matchup this is. For qualification, for top 6 winners, one of the most famous Evo Grand Finals of all time. Wow, listen to the crowd.
Yeah, 2023, my Evo run It was very good. It was very similar to my 2017 Evo run. Like up until I played Angry Bird in Winners Finals, no one had got a game on me. I went in feeling very confident. No one cared about me for probably the first time in my Street Fighter career. I think people thought I was not like that very good at the game up until this point because I didn't win anything. And you know, Mena and Angry Bird, like they had all the attention on them. And for me going to Evo again and knowing that, I was so happy. I was like, oh, no one cares about me. No one's probably worried about Cammy. They don't really realize that I'm doing something that no one else is doing at this moment. People are only complaining about drive rush. I'm actually the only player that's checking drive rushes consistently or even doing it at all. So people are spamming it a lot and I'm just checking it every time, and it's just free knockdowns and free pressure every time because I know that I can do this thing, but people think that it's not really possible right now. It kind of just gave me the advantage, but the two people I didn't want to play, they got first and second.
Bet the bar, has a level 3, that should be the kill. Angry Bird.
There's the Blanca ball. What are we gonna do here? It's time to get, that was so sneaky. He didn't even represent that throughout the whole set. That was so good from MenaRD.
Those two I wanted to not play at Evo that year, and they end up somehow making it that far. It's kind of annoying. But that was a very good run. Like I was very happy. Honestly, I didn't think I would also do the best in Street Fighter 6. Like I had a lot of problems starting the game out. I thought I was going to be an old person who just complained about Street Fighter 5 being better. I felt like that was going to be me. I was very happy that I was actually able to even get third place. It was cool.
Oh my God, the whip punish from Punk. Sensational work. Put that silk gown back on. Get comfortable because you are moving in to top 24.
I was feeling very good when coming into Evo because I just had so much momentum from a lot of tournaments that I had just won. I knew that there was a big chance I could win the tournament if I just played well. And looking at my path in the bracket, I felt like my path was a lot of people I've played already and I've had really good success versus. So I was very like confident in my path going into Evo.
Huge gap though after that low forward into the run. He wasn't ready for it. Oh my God, that hit super mean. GG's first game to Punk the God.
You can talk about the Tokido since I killed him at Evo.
Let's talk about your match with Tokido.
Just like 2017, I ended up fighting Tokido to get into top 8. And that match, it was very, very close. I went to the last round, but I ended up clutching it up. I think I hit him with a drive impact and he didn't react to it. And then I just got a level 3 and I was happy.
Apricot, one hit from Pump will do it. He's pumping the full thing.
Goes straight into the level 3, pumps his chest.
Super high, obviously.
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
Yes.
that's the match. All right, that was a good match. It's time.
Playing against Momochi, I was very confident. Never really beat me in 5. He got a few wins, but he's a player that, for me, I grew up watching and studying a lot because we both played Ken in Street Fighter 4. Players that I feel like I looked up to and like I actually watched a lot as a kid. I think those players are like the easiest for me to beat because I feel like I know them so well. And I think me and Momochi just have such similar styles. It's not a lot of stupid things to expect. You know, he plays a very by the book play style, and that's how I like to fight. I love fighting people who play that way.
And on top of that, Momochi's not trying to jump back. Oh, that's enough.
Man check, level 3 available, easy peasy combo. Punk, 2-1 in the set, just like that.
Yeah, why you make fun of his age, though? I mean, they always like BFFs, right? But today they're gonna have to be the worst enemies. I mean, obviously they're gonna have fun as they play, but the chips are high, especially for Punk the God.
Winners Finals against Big Bird, it was pretty free, honestly. I kind of watched him. He played pretty bad. He whiffed a lot of buttons, which he knows he can't really do against me, but he kept doing it. Just went on to grand finals, and I was happy.
Oh, that could have been the kill there for Punk. He doesn't pull the trigger. Double rush, easy confirm. Punk is back in Evo Grand Finals, looking as dominant as that year back in 2017 where he fought Tokido. He can do it now. Drive rushes in, finds the counter hit. A second shot for Big Bird here as he sends himself to his second Evolution Grand Finals against Punk. Punk wins in one hit. He burns himself out, but he's got critical art here. One hit for Punk can do it. He's trying to stick to him, and he finds the hit, finds the reset, 3-0 right back at you for Big Bird.
When he reset the bracket, I felt good because I knew what I was doing wrong. Like, and I noticed what he came different with in the next set. Like, I could see what he changed up. He never actually beat me in the tournament until he reset the bracket. And I feel like he just had a good momentum from beating Ending Walker in a very, very close set. So when he won the 3-0, I was like, okay, I know I need to do these things more. And I need to try to stop him from doing this. I didn't think that he stole my momentum or anything away from me. I felt like I just had to adapt to what he was doing.
Low forward drivers to get this started.
Oh no, anti-air! That could be an Evo losing anti-air. Just like that, Punk.
One more hit.
One more hit will do it.
When I landed a crouching medium kick, I just start talking to myself. Then, like, while doing the combo, I'm just like, wow, I won Evo. And then after I land the combo, it just doesn't feel real.
Oh! Gets hit low, and there it is. Punk gets his retribution, his revenge. He is your Street Fighter 6 Evo champion.
I don't really know how to even put it in words. There's so many people in the crowd. There's so many people cheering. It's a crazy feeling to really be able to actually experience winning Evo. I feel like whatever means the most to you, being able to accomplish that thing, I feel like that's the feeling, you know, you get from winning Evo. I was just so happy, and the fact that I could share it with Big Bird, pretty much my best friend, one of my best friends in fighting games. When I started walking off, I think he just gave me a hug and just said, "You deserve it." It's very cool that, like, even though he just lost, you know, he still found it inside of him to still, like, congratulate me, even though, you know, he just lost the tournament. I'm sure he was very heartbroken, which is why I personally would never popped off, because, like, I've experienced it too. So, you know, I'm able to make jokes with him at the time and, you know, just try to lighten his mood up. So the fact that he was still able to say something to me after losing, it meant a lot, honestly, in that moment. If I was someone else in grand finals, I feel like it wouldn't be, you know, as special. Of course, I would still be happy, but the fact that it's with Big Bird, even if I lost, I would feel like it was a very cool grand finals, you know? So being able to experience with him was just a very cool feeling.
After all those years, almost a decade ago, yes, he is the champion. 2017 didn't go his way, but that kid from Philly is on the stage, and he earned this Evo win.
Even now, still winning, to me, thinking about it, it still doesn't feel real. It's something that everyone comes to and everyone gives their 100% every year, you know. Being able to come out the winner knowing that everyone is coming there, trying their hardest, preparing their hardest, you know, it's just something that I feel like I'll never forget in my life, and I'll always remember how it felt winning Evo. No matter how old I get in my life, I feel like I could always be able to feel that feeling. I picked this match to be on my list of matches that I made because it's winning Evo, you know? You can't, if you have a segment like this or anything, you have to put winning Evo if you want Evo, right? Everyone would have it there, so, you know, I had to throw this on there.
Come on, this is fighting games. They can only be won in Punk the God today and for the rest of the year, to be honest. You're the best in the world, man.
That's how it is.
Straight up. Punk, you the best in the world, bro. You hear me? It's that time.